sound can show us the way we should take a trip along with it. This chorus draws a map of a roadway, is loaded with mystery and beauty. I am amazed both as an artist and as a music therapist by the reality that the word harmony is a musical term in addition to a word utilized in daily life. Very frequently, individuals use the word without understanding why the very same word pertains to music and to life in general. We talk easily about consistency in a couple, in a household, in a town, or in a business organization. We talk about residing in consistency with. As soon as consistency is lost, what can we in fact do to restore it? Just what is missing out on? Which component? Is it a particular state of mind that has vanished? Which one would that be? Humans have an emphatic capacity that expresses itself through their energy fields and, more particularly, with the aid of the thyroid chakra, more to chakras later on, which is connected to hearing and expression. You can see this capacity at work when you listen thoroughly to someone else speaking. You may well capture yourself or others moving their lips in synchronicity with the speaker. You may feel the speaker's body movements in your own head, fingers, and arms. This testifies to a very advanced emphatic quality that allows you to take part in another person's expression on a feeling level, as if you were inside their skin. We can experience something comparable when we observe a bird circling around high up in the sky. If we feel calm, this can stir something in us and feel its movements in our own body. This faculty allows you to establish a musicality that integrates procedures of the mind, including transpersonal measurements such as motivations from unidentified sources, and interacts them. Here you discover yourself facing the foundations of your cultural expression, which gives you the methods to take part thoroughly in visions, reveal and transfer them, elaborate ideas, and equate intuitions or feelings in ways that spoken language cannot achieve. Colin Trevarthen in his scientific work has observed that this exact quality is present in newborn babies. It permits the brand newborn to recognize in information the depths of musical expressions, from the colors of the sound, the rhythms in language, and all the gestures and facial expressions that go along with them. Musicality is likewise the expression of a sense of consistency, of charm, of balance and regard. These are, for me, universal or spiritual qualities. Suppose this musicality is partially of a biological nature already present and active in the first months of our lives. In that case, it ends up being gradually and through personal advancement the expression of our feelings, and is potentially a reflection of our spiritual qualities. Our natural musicality ends up being significantly enlarged and is transformed through our desire to grow, through our thirst for consistency. When you express yourself musically in a spontaneous and sensation way, you constantly interact something which is most likely to be feelings present in your inner self, or sometimes impulses coming from a level beyond your personality. This can occur when you are singing, moving, and dancing, when playing an instrument, and when improvising music, while composing, during a music lesson, while making music with friends, when listening to music at a show, in a healing scenario, or when playing as an amateur or expert musician. In order to understand specific dimensions present in therapeutic work and in individual development, You require a broader vision. You require a cosmic innie. This implies that you require to have some understanding of the all there is, to ask yourself questions about how you participate in worldwide consistency, to see how closely your own fate is related to the well-being of the world, of individuals far and wide, and with the heavenly rhythms, with the elements in nature. Harmony cannot be established partly. Events worldwide advise all of us of this. Everybody is affected by the exploitation and embarrassment of individuals and nature. Individuals and the natural components seem constantly to find methods to attract more attention. They rise, they rebel. Suicide attacks are desperate methods of expression, even if they are often not viewed as such, and contribute to additional desperation. Nature regularly manifests itself through earthquakes, and just recently with spectacular floods, forest fires, tsunamis, storms and twisters, as well as with durations of extreme dry spell. These phenomena are ultimately all elements of each one of us, as you will see through the mentors of the 5 elements. When you, for instance, abuse the water, its rivers, seas and lakes, you damage the water element in yourself too. Possibly, when we recover it in ourselves, we might add to the healing of the water component worldwide. My approach to the Greek-Indian 5-component system, earth, water, fire, air, and space, allows an understanding of the links in between nature, quality in musical expression, and of our makeup as people. This system connects us with the entire of nature, consisting of the animal world as well as with its invisible elements, and allows us to embrace a number of requirements for feeling quality. Musicality is most likely to be a real reflection of what you are about to feel within yourself, what you will end up being, what is emerging within you. It is as if musical expression is the fingerprint of the one who plays or sings, a fingerprint that is unique and uncontrolled. I think firmly that the word consistency is not by opportunity utilized in music as in life. Musical expression is everyone's birthright and is present in the look for life significance. So do I need to highlight this? There is no musical genre much better than another one. Discernment here is practically the depth of feeling expressed. New approaches are needed due to the fact that numerous people do not discover what they require in the conventional way music is taught in the West. Essentially, music touches your heart, it unifies paradise and earth within you, it awakens your aspirations, your deepest requirements, and since all this is happening in the heart, you suffer when you do not discover in music what you are looking for deep within you. To have contact with harmony inevitably highlights the disharmonies in your life more strongly, painfully. When these elements of music making are rejected, music students, beginners and artists sooner or later experience feelings of misery. They notice that the source is close by, and yet at the exact same time they become ever more aware of its distance. The feeling method to music is definitely necessary. The present times make us painfully knowledgeable about this. If consistency is not comprehended in its natural musical world, it will be very difficult to re-establish it in any other field, such as in the environment, in families, in schools, and at work. When you are teaching music, you must keep in mind that reading, the technical aspect of playing an instrument, the history of music, the birth and death dates of an author, even remembering their names, are all disciplines of the left brain, the intelligence. The essence of music is not there. Music relocations your heart. I wish to share something amazing that I have actually been observing for a number of years now: the neuromusical limits. These are phenomena of substantial modifications in a person's behavior that appear to be triggered by working on particular musical jobs that she or he seems resisting. The tasks are easy ones. There is no sensible description for the troubles players experience in mastering them, and yet you can often work with patients for weeks and months on the very same job. The long-lasting problems experienced by some individuals before mastering a particular task has led me to identify these tasks thresholds. My observations stem partially from my work with grown-ups and to a bigger degree from my work with children at the Day Center in Brive Hospital in Maine, France. These limits or blockages in someone's musical expression seem to document what is occurring inside them. They may be the indication or circumstances of the presence of a clog on a psychological and/or neurological level. Through dealing with them musically, you can make inner structures move. Above all, these blockages teach you to be mild with a person, and not least with yourself, when you observe an apparently illogical trouble in someone's musical expression, or indeed in their expression in general. You can likewise perceive these challenges in other ways. For example, when an individual relocations and dances, in the sound of her sound, or in the method she paints. Westerners have developed a culture that teaches you to think about as scientific all work done primarily with the left side of the brain. That is work based on analytical, logical, measurable, noticeable, and material criteria. We have actually become familiar with this, although this attitude is not in itself scientific. In truth, it is rather medieval and doctrinaire. It leaves out any understanding originated from the brain's ideal side, such as instincts, sensations, energy, and spiritual recognitions. New questions require brand new tools for examination. This is what brought to life the development of the microscopic lens, and afterwards, formerly unnoticeable things unexpectedly became noticeable and subsequently became a part of science.